Okay, Master Renato, 2025 Master World Champion again. How many times is this?
This is number 9.
9 times. What was your first Master World?
Was the first year they had it. Competing the first one, I don't remember exactly year it was. But the first one that happened, I need to get on this event, and then I won the first one.
Master, this was a different event. I could feel it. So many people could feel it. What did you feel?
I came for injury, and then one thing too is like I was to make sure I was pay attention on how we're gonna competing. But I think the way usually when I come, I have some stuff that I set, have a music, this and that. This one I decide just kind of have my mind clear, think about the event. Every time when I was walking to the mat, like get there, have a little bit time to talk about, to think about it. What are you gonna do? Answer, God to protect, especially from the injury. Was pretty bad injury. 2 weeks before, I couldn't put my foot on the floor, and I did some treatments. Actually, thank you, Chris. With Esmeralda Medical. If it wasn't for him, probably I wasn't gonna come. And then he really put time on. On Friday, right away, I hurt, and then Monday he started taking a couple other procedures to make sure I was able to come here. The day before I come here, I did the treatment again, and man, thanks God, like I was able to come, perform as well. But again, come back to the stuff. Like this time, I was just kind of want to be present. I want to be present on the fights. Make sure that when I get there, I talk for myself. You're training so hard. You did everything. That's your fight. Kind of go over each competitor that are going to compete. Like I have what a game plan, what they're going to do for the first couple minutes. If it doesn't work, what they're going to do next, and everything pretty much line up what I have in mind.
Yes, sir. We noticed you didn't have your headphones on like you normally do, and I understand you wanted to be present. What was it that made you want to do something differently this year?
When I compete in a North America Masters, I lost my headphone like between fights, and then I fight normal, and it's like, oh, I don't need it. Sometimes we put our mind like, oh, I need to follow some steps to be there and be able to win. Sometimes you have all these things. If I'm not doing that, I'm not going to be able to perform, so I'm not going to win. And then I have been for the last couple of years take steps out. I have many things that I need to do to be there. Even walking first, all this kind of stuff. Right now, I don't have nothing like that. And then I just say, well, let's work this way. And I feel even more focused this time than any other tournament.
Yes, sir. I noticed there was the guys were really strong in your fights. Do you think that your preparation with your weight training and everything was an advantage to helping you? And if you didn't have that, how would it have been?
Yeah, like I have been doing, did for the last year, and I was keeping working all the way to this year. Thank you, Augusto, for putting the program together. Really make a huge difference. Even from last year to this year, I feel stronger. I feel my body was having better timing. Still even more explosive this time. Have a couple positions that got was really tight. I was able to dig in and bring him back, and able to almost sweep. By the end, I even do a takedown that usually I'm not do it, and then was able to do too. And then I really, really believe the preparation for the last 2 years, building muscle, make sure you have a routine, make a huge difference in this tournament.
Yes, sir. That takedown was, you surprised everybody. What was that, in the last 5 seconds?
Yeah, like that was probably 5 seconds. I think I was winning by one advantage. I said, I'm gonna try something there. That was too boring. I thought it was too boring for the fight. I said, let me try this here, and then work. I didn't finish, didn't complete to control him on the floor. I didn't have time to hold him down. I said, let's try it out.
Your fights were anything but boring. Ask any of us that were there watching. Everybody had nerves. All the way to the end, and then we saw you make this adjustment for the choke. I think it was from the closed guard. You had a overhook, whizzer, and then Tell us more about that.
Yeah, like that. I pull guard and close, and then I like that choke. I overlook like I do last in the arm, go to the forward lapel, and I apply the cross choke, and I felt it wasn't that tight, and then I adjust my first hand, and then the second hand I feel was tight, but I still have some little space, and I was able to bite his gi and pull to make the adjustments, and then make a huge difference. I think I have maybe 30 seconds on the clock, and that chokes like sometimes the people doesn't feel that it's too tight when it feels already person go out.
Yeah, and he did. He went out.
Yeah.
Your opponent had put somebody out as well. So going in, both of you guys are eliminating your opponents by choke and putting them to sleep. It was exciting, Master. I want to know though, could you hear everybody yelling your name?
Yeah, well, I hear like the crowd outside, but like I was focused there. What I was supposed to do. The guy is like super dangerous. His guard.
Yeah.
I was killing all the his angles. A couple times I think I have opportunity to pass because I like holding the pants to pass, and then the pants was coming down, and then I feel at least 2 times I have really good control that I couldn't pass, and the referee kind of stopped the fight to adjust the pants, and then I think that could be a little bit different if the pencil wasn't coming that loose. I could pass the guard. I don't say I because the guy have a really good guard. He's very flexible, and I fought him last year. I knew we're gonna be a big trouble, and I'm sure he trained for this year because I see on the first fight he did, the second fight, even the way he walk around, he was different. I think he trained a lot for this year to try be the champion. But no, like everything is the battle of who gonna be able to stop the other person game. I was able to stop the other guy game completely, and I took the win.
Yes, congratulations again.
Thank you.
9 times.
Yes, sir.
9 times. Next time is you raise the 10th finger up, and you can show us 10 fingers.
Yeah, like that then the work start now. Like we going to go back and take care of my knee. It's not 100%. I'm gonna take time for healing my knee, healing a couple other injuries that I have in my body, and then the preparation start now. First, take care of my body, and then probably in January I start already kind of preparation for Pan Ams, and then go all the way to next year, be able to compete in Master Awards again.
Woos. How about any of your other students? How'd they do?
Oh, have great show. Everybody fought pretty good here. Melissa won. One thing that she was fighting for this title for the last, 6 years. The last tournament she won was Master Awards was 10 years ago, and she wants this so bad, and then finally she got it. I was so happy, for her to be able to conquer. That stuff is a big deal. She won in the purple belt. I think she won in a brown belt, but she never won the Master Awards in the black belt. And then she came here, did a really good job. Carly got a second. We have kids competing icon here. We have first, second, and third place. Everybody performed as well. But it's a tough tournament. Everybody training because they're the top of the top. And next year for sure we're gonna come back here even stronger.
Yes, sir. That's one thing that I notice a lot about your academy is that all of your students do so well because they're following the leadership that puts your jiu-jitsu on display every time. You're not retired. You're not calling the orders from a leather chair somewhere, and you can see that in your students doing so well. Was there any thing that stood out with the kids?
Well, the kids, man, it's every time they compete, you can see they go to the next level. And the kids right now is like an even faster growth than adults. That he see these kids doing crazy stuff, even a couple of adults not able to do. I watched a couple of fights today there, little kids like 6, 7 years old, doing different pass, jumping stuffs, super technical. And the future gonna be amazing. This kid's gonna be amazing. The only concern that I have is because they flexible and they don't. The body doesn't understand yet when to stop. Maybe these kids, gonna have some injuries, permanent injuries for the future. And that's the only thing concerned with this evolution on the kids is injury that can follow them forever.
Yes, sir. We see that a lot, like in the no-gi. There's certain techniques that are allowed, and that definitely could put their bodies, they're at risk for injury. One of your black belts was telling us about that. She did very well, Jen Case.
Yes, true double. She is like a, like she has a hard time to fight somebody that can fight her. She has been double gold, I think, for the last 5 events. Have a other other medals too. Yeah, I think she's 15 times gold medal. 15 times world gold medal, weight in absolute. And that's one thing too. Sometimes that we have all these accomplishments and people don't recognize. Then I think IJJF, let's recognize people that have that many medals. And then put so much money to be part of this. She, I think, 2 or 3 years in a row, she was #1. Let's recognize these kind of people.
Yes, sir. Anything else you can you want to leave us with here?
No, just say thank you for everybody, for the support, like all the message prior to the event, the day of the event and after the event for congratulations. I do this. It's not for the medal, it's not for the title. I just do this because I like the challenging. At the same time, be the example. Not just talk the talk, but walk the walk. And I think that's the message that's supposed to be. Like the person show the way. But I thank you so much for everybody that now always support. Have amazing support. Like this year, people scream outside, finish the match, have the whole crowd outside. That was awesome. Thank you everybody for being outside there, for inside, whatever you are, supporting me and make me even inspired to give more to the community for Jiu-Jitsu.
Master, thank you again for another amazing performance. Thank you for your time with this interview. We'll see you next year.